Hello, conscious breathers, infinite beings alike, breath family. So I want to go over the sweeping frequencies that we are going to be doing for one of the options. And I'm going to be working with a few spots like dental places. A few nurses have reached out, some more nurses reached out, so we're going to be doing a few things. And I want to show how it operates and how it works. And there's a lot of people in the holistic world that knows of scalars. So I've been getting quite a good feedback on that. Right now we're running an angelic frequencies over here, but with that machine over there, we're going to be running a whole bunch. So not just 3. It's going to be a full sweep. And that's what a full sweep meant. That's what I meant in the live the other day, where if you look in the Rife book, if you look in the book of Rife, there's a bunch of frequencies, not just one frequency that does all and all that stuff. That's a complete lie. When certain frequencies are mixed together, it creates a different resonance, and people are going to feel that. So like I said before, there's going to be one option where a couple months I just want to target acne and arthritis. So if you know anyone dealing with that, and there's some people here that reached out saying, hey, I've done urine therapy for X amount of years and I still have acne, all that stuff. If you're one of them or similar to that journey, definitely tap into Scalar and what it can do in terms of frequency healing remotely. So see, I type in acne here. Type in acne here. So now we can load that. On top of that, we can then put in something like, well, we're going to do arthritis. I can just type in arth. See, arthritis will come up. I might actually do more than arthritis. Definitely the hip joints. I've been getting a lot of talk about that. And I don't know about infections. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, gout. I'll put that in. So these are the main ones I'm going to be targeting this specific month. I may add one more. If anyone here want to comment, what do you think we should target this month? Let me know. Type it along. Celeste says I need one. Yeah, this is just great. Have a designated one just for themselves. DM me, because we have actually 4. So yeah, we're gonna have 4. We're gonna have 4 running, and the specific one that's gonna be designated, that's gonna be all up to you. Whatever you want to put in. Spine, yeah, you can even type in spine in here. Spine, bony spine, back spasms, spinal cord injury. Ooh, that's a good one. Joint health. There's even Kundalini expand. Where is it? Kundalini expand. 55 hertz. I believe that's 55. Interesting. See, they even have the DNA, the Vega. It's wild. Paralysis. Yeah, shoot away some ideas. Shoot some ideas. Shoot some ideas towards me. I think paralysis is a good one too. Wonder if you type in, let's see if it's here. I might have to download that one. Or like set it up myself. There's pineal gland opening. There's even third eye opening. That's interesting. So if I were to like travel, well, I wouldn't even need to travel. But if there are like people that live in, brain. That's a good one. Brain cancer. Brain cancer is a good one. Or actually, type in brain. It should pop up. Alright, I do see some things that connect with that. Brain concussion. You can even dive in alpha. Brain is a tricky one. Now the tumor would be interesting. Sex energy transmutation. Body part enhancement. Eczema. Well, that goes. Eczema is definitely hormonal, if anything, too, if you really think about it. Darn, it didn't even pop up. It should have popped up. Oh, maybe because I just typed in X. All right, there it is. There's even EMF. There's emotional balance. EMF exposure. Oof. With the detox frequencies. That's wild. So what's happening here? It's not just going to run one particular frequencies. As you saw, each of them contain so many. So what it's going to be doing, it's really going to be sweeping. Literally sweeping, going back and forth, all those frequencies, literally all at once, going into the scalar wave. So that is what's happening there. And you can even program your water into some crazy stuff. Where is it? Oof. That's a wild one, too. Anyone else got some ideas? It's not a site. It's literally, it's not a site. It's literally connected to the scalar stuff we have here. It's not a site. It's actually a set of programs. So I can literally program the scalar wave to run particular frequencies all at once. You mentioned asthma before. I don't want to do asthma because that's what alchemy breathwork is for. Seriously. Yeah. There were some suggestions. I'm like, you can use that. You can target it through breathwork. You can literally do that again. The live is lagging. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's not a site. Tumor. That's a good one. I bet you they have a whole bunch. Tyler, I saw you just texted me. Come on over before we leave. I don't know if you're in the live. But yes, you can use my tripod. Tumor. I think that's kind of vague when it comes to tumor. You really have to be I don't know. Like something specific as neck cancer, you know what I mean? Like, well, there's these tumors. another tumor. You want to be very specific. That's why I don't want to. I want to see what it does in a couple months with acne, arthritis. And by the way, when you guys, if you're one of those people who purchase the remote scaler, there's going to be programs in there to help you along your way as well. So it's not just relying off the scalar stuff, but I have seen some crazy stuff. I'll post some crazy stuff. I gotta stop using the word crazy, but I'll post some wild stuff here and let you guys see some testimonials of the research they've been doing with scalar. Like the 30, and you guys seen what it's already doing to your auras as well. We're doing a little study ourselves with auras. Yeah, so you really have to be specific when it comes to different, a specific tumor. Yeah, because the designated scalars, I want to be very specific with them. So the scalar that's running, that's the general one, it's literally running just pure, it's on a healing preset. So it's more general, if anything, but very divine, and I'm still getting positive feedback from that as well. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, there's even AIDS in here. Autoimmune. That's a tough one. But honestly, yeah, the autoimmune. Back pain. Back pain is really general. And back pain, breathing deep. Breathing deep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 3. Oof. I'm seeing some synchronicities with breathing deep, which is no coincidence there. I'll keep that to myself, though. Lymphoma. But if you want to breathe deep, do some breath work. Cat disease. We're about to get to the nitty gritty. Oop, there it is. I knew it. This goes, if I were to extend this, I don't even know if I can extend this, but this goes really, really long. No, I can't extend it from here. Yeah, but this one, oof. This one. Wild. You know what I might do? Like for illnesses like these, or sorry about that. Like disease like these, like you guys can read. I'm not gonna say it out loud, so the algorithm messes with me. I might actually delete this live. But disease like these, I may run like 1 hour a day type of thing. Even with autoimmune, that's why I don't think I want to do autoimmune in here. It'd be like an everyday maintenance type of thing. And that's why I said, if you want your own designated scalar for whatever reason, and honestly, you don't even have to be ill or sick or whatever this case may be. There's so many applications to this, even in general. The fact that our Lemurian ancestors use this, Egyptians use this, and it not only extended their lives, but in general, if it's just like going in nature. It's just like, hey, why wouldn't you want to go in nature as much as possible? And why wouldn't you want to use technologies like these that you can get remote healing from wherever you are in the world in that sense? you know, of vitiligo. Oof, you know what? That's a good one, Faten. We got someone in breath family. Just gave me a good one right there. Where is it? Vitiligo. STDs. I've seen some scalar stuff work with STDs. That's real. That is so real. And there was actually a scalar experiment with in Africa when the HIV spread started. But you wouldn't hear that on the news, would you? It was a powerful phenomenon that they were helping heal people. When is the next scalar event? The next scalar event? I didn't announce it yet, but I think we're aiming for the 21st of November. Oh, see what I mean? Here it is. Boom. It's right there. Right there. All right, where is it? Yeah, there's so much you can do with this. Salmonella. Ooh, that's a good one too, but there's not that many people out there like that. Oh yeah, this is all running through the, yeah. So these are like hardcore like presets like in there. Oh, it's not in there, darn it. Yeah, I may have to put that in myself. Okay. Yeah, anyone else got any recommendations? So we have acne. You know, that's one of the reasons I picked acne too. You can see it. So let's run that a couple months. So if you guys know anyone with acne or dealing with it, whatever their journey may be, and I know there's some people that are so plant-based, keyword plant-based, not even vegan, but keyword plant-based, and still are dealing with acne. You know, look at it as a helping hand for whatever your journey is in that sense. You don't have to, you know, it's okay to ask for help, whatever your journey is. And yeah, I'm just giving people another avenue for whatever they're looking into for help, whatever that may be. I saw chlamydia there too. I've seen some articles with Scalar on chlamydia. Oh, swine flu. You guys want to see something wild? You want to see something wild? Let me show you. Boom. I may have to delete this video now, but yeah. And then we would use the plasma. Yep. I might have to delete this live. But you saw it there for yourself. That's one of them. And more, yep, this is a big one that people talk about a lot, right? That's one. And this one has scalar specifically. Total different ones. Yeah, I'll be deleting this. Sorry, guys. I tried not to come on this page, but oh well. Yeah. Let me read the comments. Any questions? Ear clogs, vision. What about removing negative memories or trauma? Well, that's an in-depth talk over the phone about that. But breathwork is even great for that in terms of negative memories and trauma. Breathwork is great for that already. You know, I really want to use this specifically for just energy amplification. And if you want to specifically aim for something, like a couple of months, we're going to be just running acne, arthritis. I'm trying to figure out maybe just one more thing. I don't want to do diabetes. I think diabetes should be left for people who just want it to be designated for themselves and take that leap. Because, there's so many different forms of it. The fact that you can use frequencies in itself to help these ailments should tell you guys as well, it's not all about the physical attributes of what is quote unquote happening to the body or whatever is responsible, but there's also an emotional part of it as well. And you can't even see emotion, right? Can you see frequencies? No. Can you see emotions? No. They're in the same category. Can you see your breath? No, they're in the same category. And you can use all these beautiful tools, and depending on how severe like my one-on-ones are, depending on whatever they're dealing with, I may actually close off one of the scalars just to, focus and help them, whatever they may be going through in that sense. But yeah, this is one of the tools that I will forever be using in my one-on-ones from now on. And I'm really honored to share this with you guys for however long I can. There's even people within this community that is already talking bad about this. Yet I'm over here posting testimonials and letting the work speak for itself. That's all I got to say about that. Stomach parasites. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, well, abdominal pain. That's one. But there was a bunch of parasites in there. You posted my email. I can't wait to get further into this. You posted my email from last night. Oh yeah, you're one of the scalar gangs. I hope all is well, sister. Air clogs, vision. Vision is a tricky one too. Shoot, I should put in the disclaimer. I'm like, you guys better be at least aiming to eat healthier and all this stuff, and not blame it on the scalar, because help can only help you as long as you can help yourself, right? Oh, cancer ear. Someone talked about ear, something with the ear. There it is. That was one. There it is. Oh, eye disorder. Ooh, I've actually heard of that one. It's rare, but I've heard of it. That's an interesting one. Eyesight to improve. Boom. Oh, I know that off the top of my head. That's actually right. 350, 360, 1830. I forgot what book I read that in a long time ago. Glaucoma. Glaucoma's a tricky one too. Hallucinations. Headaches. And this is how you know scalar affects your thought patterns. The fact that you can even do this remotely in terms of headaches. That's how you know it affects your thought patterns. My opinion to how scalar operates, in terms of our thoughts are technically scalar waves. They come straight from the ether, and we have them simultaneously. Yeah, there's so much you can do with this. Vision disorders, poor vision. so much you can do. Someone goes, how can I get access to this? www.alchemybreath.work/biohacking. It's all there. MS. I think we passed MS. MS was definitely in there. Yeah, but our ancient ancestors knew of this technology. Now we're just remembering. We are just remembering. And if you guys are very energy sensitive, if you're one of those people, definitely print out one of my alchemy breathwork symbols and play around with it, meditate with it, charge your water with it. And the testimonials speak for themselves. It's all about the feeling. Reflective. And I remember seeing this study here where they used distilled water. And this is how I also knew about why distilled water is a powerful water to use to structure, because it's the easiest water to structure. Keyword distilled. And it's a meditative water in a sense, so you can structure it a lot faster.
P.S. Big shout out and love to my homie Devin, the architect and wizard behind Alchemy Breathwork. I've been a breathwork practitioner, pranayama practitioner for almost 8 years now. And hands down, the way Devin alchemizes his unique style of breathwork is one of my favorites I've ever experienced. I've been doing it consistently every morning, and it's unlike anything I've ever experienced. The totality of it is just